I was having this conversation with this guy, and the topic of men paying for it came up. He was basically saying that as a man, if you're dating a woman and you're taking her out on dates and you're pursuing her, that if she ends up having sex with you, you essentially paid for it. Now, I've heard men say this thing before, and I don't even want to say I understand it because I kind of don't. Like I guess I get what the point is, but it's weird to me that so many men, I'm not even going to say men because I've heard women say the same thing. It's weird to me that so many people have this thought or have this ideology that if a man is pursuing a woman, that he is essentially paying for sex if it were to happen. There is a plethora of reasons why this is a weird thought process to me, but the main reason would have to be because there are literally women, not shaming, but there are literally women in this world who do that, who you can take out and they're okay with the even exchange of you paying for dinner tonight, I'll sleep with you, or you're buying me jewelry, I'll sleep with you. They're okay with that transactional type of relationship. So to opt in women who don't look for this transactional type of relationship, to opt them in to this mindset of, well, I'm pursuing you, so I'm paying for it. It's
I agree with it, man. It is weird to put all women in the same category. You know what I'm saying? But it's also a catch 22 to it because if I'm a man, you know what I'm saying, and I'm approaching a woman and she agreed to go on a date with me and you know what I'm saying? We trying to figure out where to go, and she want to go to the most expensive place in the city to eat and or whatever, and do all these extravagant things on the first date. I'm automatically assume that she in it for the money. So if you in it for the money, I got to be in it what I'm in it for. So if you're gonna pick out these most expensive places, guess what? We might as well go ahead and get a hotel room that night too, because it's got to go down. If not, then ain't no point in us going on no date. You know what I'm saying? But if I approach a woman and she like, okay, you just pick the place, it's whatever you want to go, I'm fine with. You know what I'm saying? I'm more into getting to know you as a person. This totally different woman, you know what I'm saying? Now I know she's not in it for the money. She genuinely probably interested in me. You know what I'm saying? She want to see if we got chemistry, maybe compatible, things I do like, maybe things I, you know what I'm saying, think about marriage or family, a kid. You know, that's this type of woman. So I'm going to approach it different. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be like, well, no. I'm gonna go to this place reasonable, you know what I'm saying, take out on a date. Hopefully we feeling each other and then, you know what I'm saying, we can continue going. You know, but I ain't just finna be out here spending $600-700 on dates every other week telling I'm taking a woman out. Nah, it ain't finna go like that because at the end of the day, I'm just not getting nothing out the deal. I'm out of thousands of dollars and ain't getting nothing. That's pointless to me. So I can understand it from both sides. Like I said, it is weird because the most valuable things that we as human beings look for in relationships really ain't got nothing to do with money. You know what I'm saying? Respect, loyalty, honor, you know, different things of that nature. Cause this don't got nothing to really do with money. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you're gonna look for eventually. Might not be up front. You know what I'm saying? You might be looking at how much a man got. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever he. You know, I get that because everybody want this lavish lifestyle. So ain't nothing wrong with it. But after you get to know him and been around the money and stuff like that for so long, now it's more of a how he treats you. Is he gonna treat you like a queen? Is he gonna respect you as his woman? You know what I'm saying? Is he an abuser? Is he different things of that nature? Because now these are things that really count. So I agree with it, bro. But you know, maybe if more people start looking more towards those things up front instead of money, then it'll be a lot better relationships going on. You know what I'm saying? As far as men paying for it, I feel like we have no problem with that because at the end of the day, I guess it's in our nature to take care of our women. You know what I'm saying? Over here is the one you're gonna go with pretty much for marriage. This is what you're gonna go over here with pretty much for a one night stand or just to have a little fling for a few months or whatever and have fun with it and get on about your business. Over here you talking about starting a family. And I think that's the difference. But let's see what else you got to say and then we'll come back to it.
to me, it doesn't matter how much money you spend on a woman when you are dating her and pursuing her. Because if she ends up wanting to have sex with you, I guarantee it's not because of the amount of money you spent on her. Sure, there are some women who, yes, but there are also some women who don't think like that. There are some men who have this transactional mindset, but then again, there are also some men who don't have this transactional mindset. And on one end, it makes it seem like women only have sex to offer that is valuable, valuable. On the other end, it makes it seem like the man who has this transactional type of mindset, it makes it seem like because he has money, he feels like that's the only thing that is of value within him or to him. That's the only part of him that is valuable, which is the only reason why a woman would have sex with him, which is why a woman would be interested in him, which is why a woman would give him the time of day, because of the amount of money he has, not because of anything else within him. Me personally, I feel like any person, I'm not going to boil this down to a man or a woman thing, because like I said, I've heard both sexes say the same thing. People who automatically have this type of mindset, to me, it comes off as if you solely put value in the amount of money that you have. It takes away the value that you have as a person. It takes away anything else that you could possibly bring into a relationship. And that's weird. But on like a self-worth level, on like a confidence level, on like a self-love level, that's weird.
I agree again. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that decreased value, male or female. You know what I'm saying? On the male side, the woman really ain't gonna respect you for real, bro. She gonna look at you like a sucker, like a lame, because you don't really stand on business, bro. You out here trying to buy love, buy whatever, loyalty, buy this, buy. She ain't gonna respect you at all, bro. Women ain't never been into those type of guys like without money. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? If a woman dating a guy like that, bro, he got to have something to offer her for real, because deep down, she looking for that man. She looking for that strong individual, headstrong. She looking for that, bro. That's why a lot of guys in prison be winning. You know what I'm saying? You know, they have women out here standing still and ain't moving around for real. Because at the end of the day, they look at them like the bad guys, and I know that's another story, but that's the reason why, bro. Like, because women be looking for a man, you know what I'm saying? And on the woman end, it's gonna devalue you, because at the end of the day, if a man look at it like this: if I paid you and you gave me some, all right, cool. I can never take you in and say you my woman, because at the end of the day, somebody else might got more money than me. What if this dude over here got more money to offer you? You know what I'm saying? He could pay for it too. You for sale. And anything with a price tag on it, bro, at the end of the day, cuz you can't take that serious as in no relationship, because everything is about money. They'll do some evil things to you. You know what I'm saying? There's certain situations out here on the planet where they done did stuff like that too. Yeah, how much it take to knock him off? Ooh, here you go. So at the end of the day, nah, man, men gonna look at it like this: if it's a price tag on you, you a prostitute, hoe, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the day, when we grew up, it was just that it was already understood. These days, I guess, because it's the internet world, I guess it's kind of not understood. You got to learn when you go approach a woman, whether she a prostitute or not, versus the women that's standing out there on the corners letting you know, like, this is what I'm out here for. But we able to recognize prostitution when we see it, bro. And if a woman demanding money out of you, that's what that is. I don't care what she think about it in her mind. The man gonna visualize it like this: well, you went for me for $150, $200, whatever. However much money they selling it for, because I done seen all kind of prices. You went for me for this price. What make me so different than the next man? How much you gonna go for him? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so we gonna look at that like that. But the money aspect, yeah, you gonna pay regardless, bro. You know what I'm saying? Old head taught us that when we were younger, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up in the era where tricking was shamed upon. You know what I'm saying? These days it's not, but back in the days, dudes didn't want to be considered tricks. So that right there was more of a, although they did it, don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. It's always been there, like I said, because it's always been prostitution and pimps and all kind of stuff going on out here. So it's always been done, but back then it was shamed upon, and now it's not. And I think the women have took prostitution and tried to turn it into being a valuable thing when it's not. Like, a man gonna still look at it the same way. They try to take it and make it like, oh, just because I asked him to take me on a date, or try to mess with your ego. Try to make you feel like, oh, you ain't this as a man. You ain't no real man. You ain't want to take me out. You broke. You this, you that, whatever. Nah, bro, you just a prostitute, bro. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You gonna go to the highest bidder. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? So I understand exactly where she coming from on the video, man. You know, either way it go, you know, we always gonna have the real women out here, and then we gonna have the prostitutes, hookers, or whatever you want to call it. No matter how we look at it, that's just like we're gonna have the lames out here, we're gonna have the real niggas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's always gonna be a difference in people's behavior or whatever. It's just that I don't feel like all men should categorize all women, and I don't feel like all women should categorize all men. We all different, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Some of the things may be similar, but we different for a reason, bro. But y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments, man. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, bro. Well,